All right, let's make the next bookmark. This one is going to be the Thistle bookmark. And as you can see, I've got the base part done, which is the same for every bookmark. For the Thistle, we are going to start with row number 4. Well, actually, the step right before row number 4, which is we're going to join whatever color we're using. Of course, the directions call for purple. I'm using a navy blue. We are going to do a join, and we're going to join into that 3-stitch empty space right there. So I have my slip knot. I'm just going to put my hook through that space. Sorry, got things off camera for a second. Let me get situated. And now I am just going to yarn over. I'm going to pull it through to the other side, and I'm going to pull that through my slip knot stitch. Basically, I'm just doing a slip stitch. Then I'm going to do a chain 2. 1, 2. Now, to be honest, I don't really like the way it looks with the slip knot, so you can do it this way, or one other way you can do it without the slip knot. You can put your hook through the chain 3 space. You can lay your yarn, just lay it over your hook. Bring it through to the other side. Then you can yarn over and pull through. And that's a little better. It's not the greatest. I don't know. It really and truly just depends on what you want. I prefer the way this looks this way. However, it's very easy for this to come back through, the other leg of it to come through, and undo the whole thing, as you can see. So I guess it's really just up to you however you want it. I'm going to go ahead and go with the slip knot because I think it will stay better, but I don't like the way it looks, the way it lays. So that is my personal opinion. So into the stitch. Let me get everything situated here to make it a little easier. Oh, I have an idea. If your tail is getting in your way, hold on. I am actually going to yarn over and pull through. Okay, and I'm going to pull through all the way through the loop, just trying to make sure that my slip knot is on the back. All right, that's done. Now I am going to chain 2. 1, 2. That does not count as a stitch. We are going to do a popcorn stitch. I'm going to move this over more over to the edge here because that's really where I'm going to kind of need it, because I'm getting ready to crowd a whole bunch of stitches in here. So to do the popcorn stitch, we're going to yarn over. It's 4 double crochets. We're going to yarn over, go into the space. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, that's popcorn number 1. Let's do another popcorn. Yarn over into the space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We have 2 popcorns done, or 2 double crochets done. We need to do 2 more. Yarn over into the space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. Let's do it one more time. Yarn over into the space, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. Now, here comes the tricky part. We are actually, see how I'm moving everything over and trying to make sure it's all over to the side? I want all those there. I'm actually going to make my loop a little wider because I'm going to take my hook out for just a second. I'm going to count back to my first double crochet. So this is number 4, 3, 2, and there's number 1. And I'm going to put my hook under both loops right there of my first double crochet. Then I'm going to put that loop in here back on my hook, and I'm going to pull that loop back through underneath both those. And if you'll notice, kind of pops out and it gives you a popcorn stitch. Okay, Now we're going to chain 2, which will help hold that tighter in space. So 1, 2, oops, don't want to pull it too tight, 2, there's chain 2, and now I'm going to do another popcorn stitch. Yarn over, into the space, yarn over, through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We have 4 of those to do, so there's number 1, 2, 3 doubles, and double number 4. All right, after I have 4 doubles, again, I'm going to make the loop really big so I don't lose it. I'm going to count back. 4, 3, 2, number 1. I'm going to go under both legs of the first or the top stitch of the first double crochet. I'm going to put that loop back on my hook, and I'm going to pull that loop back underneath, kind of slip it, and I'm going to chain 2 again. 1, 2. Okay, I have 2 popcorn stitches. Now I am going to do a 3rd popcorn stitch. It's kind of crowded in there, kind of moving everything over as best I can. Okay, got it moved over. Okay, here we go. Let's do 4 double crochets. Ready? Yarn over, into the space, yarn over, pull through. So there's 1 double, 2 doubles, double number 3, and double number 4. And again, we're going to leave that loop big. We're going to count over. 4, 3, 2, number 1. We're going to grab that loop. I'm going to pull that loop back under. But this time, we're not going to chain. So now, we are going to turn our work. Turn around, because our work's going to go back the other direction in just a second. We are going to slip stitch into the first chain 2 space. So that first chain 2 space is where you're turning around back. That would be right there. Okay, we're going to slip stitch in there. We're going to go into that chain 2 space, yarn over, pull through, and then pull through the loop that's on your hook. Then we're going to chain 1. This does not count as a stitch. And we're going to do 4 half double crochets into that chain 2 space right there. Okay, so remember, that's a yarn over, into that space, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Let's do 3 more of those. Yarn over, into that same chain 2 space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3. That's 1, 2, 3 half doubles, and number 4. Okay, we got our 4 half doubles in that first chain 2 space. Now, I'm just making sure I know what I'm doing. Okay, then we're going to go over here, and we're going to do 4 doubles into this next chain 2 space. We're going to yarn over into the chain 2 space, yarn over, pull through all 3, yarn over into the space, yarn over, pull through all 3 stitches. That is 2 half doubles. Let's do number 3, and number 4. So now we've done 4 half doubles into that space. We are going to turn our work back to the front again. Okay? Kind of make sure everything is situated here the way it needs to be properly for crocheting. My yarn in back. Now, on row number 6, we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chain 4. We're going to slip stitch into the same stitch as chain 4. So we're going to slip stitch right into here. That first stitch. Just going to put our hook in, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. There's number 1. And then we are going to slip stitch into the next stitch. This next stitch right next to it, we'll go into it, and we will just make sure I'm under the right stitch, because sometimes it's hard. I'm going to be under both legs that first stitch. There we go. I'm going to yarn over, pull through, and pull through. But remember, make sure you go under just that stitch, not any others. Now, we're going to repeat every slip stitch. We're going to basically do this 7 more times. Let's make sure I have the right number here. All right, now we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and slip stitch back into that same chain stitch and pull through. Oops, no yarn over, and pull through the loop that's on your hook, and there you go. And let's do the next one. We're going to slip stitch into the next stitch, making sure we go under both legs, yarn over, pull through the loop. Let's chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slip stitch back into that same stitch. I like to pull it nice and tight. Whoops. Uh-oh. Lost my stitch. Make sure I didn't lose a chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're still good. Let's try that slip stitch again. In, yarn over, pull through, and pull it through the loop on my hook. Sometimes it's difficult because it's tight. There we go. And now it's slip stitch into the next one, which this will be number 4. Slip stitch. Actually, make sure 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we're gonna. I'm not exactly sure if we go into this next one or not, but you know we're gonna do it anyway. Let's go in, pull through. Ah, come on, keep wanting to slip my hook. Slip stitch, chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna slip stitch back into that same space or same stitch. Keep wanting to yarn over. Oh my goodness. For some reason I have a hard time keeping my stitches. I think it's the yarn. Okay, place my chain. Slip stitch back into that same stitch. There we go. Slip stitch into the next stitch. Making sure just to go under the legs of that stitch, not anything else. I am finding it very easy to want to go through another stitch. Okay, there we go. Now, of course, yarn over, pull through, because it's a slip stitch. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Slip stitch back in. Go. And slip stitch into the next stitch. Go. Chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slip stitch back into that same stitch. Through. And we're slip stitching. Chain up. Don't get ahead of myself. We're going to go into that next one. We're going to slip stitch into the next stitch. And chain 4. Make sure that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is number 7. We are going to 1, 2, 3, 4. Slip stitch back into that same stitch, pull through, and pull through the loop that's on your hook. And there you go. Ending with slip stitch in the same stitch as the last chain 4, and we'll fasten off. We're ready to fasten off. Cut our yarn away, just like normal, however long you need it. I'm going to leave a little longer tail to make it easier this time. Fasten off, and there you go. You have your thistle stitch. That is bookmark number 2. You need to weave in those ends. All right, there we go. My ends are all woven in, and I will see you for bookmark number 3.